It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, show some love, and don't forget, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss anything we have coming up. And with that, I'm still here on a Sunday. Normally, I don't do videos on Sunday. I took Saturday off to be with the family, and I wasn't feeling that well. But then I woke up this morning with this like Quasimodo eye because I had an allergic reaction. I'm still here bringing you guys the videos. I just want to say I'm committed, so thank you guys for being here. Let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of New York City season 13, and it was discussed on Watch What Happens Live between Andy Cohen and Michael Rapaport. Michael Rapaport is this comedian, and he just got a lot of backlash this past week and a half. Maybe it was, I don't know. The point is, he spoke up for Erica Girardi, saying, free Britney, yes, but free Erica, and that she's handled herself, not verbatim, but with such grace under so much scrutiny, and that everybody is so quick to turn against her when they don't know everything that's going on. Well, some people applauded him, and some people were like, Michael Rapaport, what the hell are you saying? Well, he was also discussing with Andy Cohen about Leah McSweeney being on the show. And if you guys haven't heard, a lot of people are turning against Leah. Now, I just did a live the other day, and it was a live recap of the show, Real Housewives of New York City. And Bershawn Shaw showed up, and she joined Kempire and I and had a great discussion. Now, she was asking us some of the, honestly, I kind of felt like she was interviewing us more than we were talking to her, interviewing her. But the point is, she was asking us, what do you think about Leah McSweeney? How do you feel about her? And how do you feel about the show? We were honest, the show, the ratings are dropping for a reason. And for me, I feel like it's because we don't have enough people on the cast. Now, when it comes to Leah McSweeney, everyone loved her first season or loved to hate her because she was really riling up the women. She wasn't your typical Upper East Side woman who comes in and she's like, yes, darling, tea and this. And no, she came in being unapologetically Leah McSweeney, and she didn't give a what any of the women thought. She was hanging from curtains, throwing tiki torches, running around naked. And yes, she attributes most of those behaviors to being in a dark place when it comes to alcohol. But this season, we're seeing a very sober Leah McSweeney. Now, fans were wondering, what is her storyline this season? And at first, we kind of felt like, maybe it's her saying that she's converting to Judaism. Is that the storyline? Is it her sobriety journey? Is that the storyline? What's going on here? But one thing that I have noticed when it comes to the comments regarding the show, a lot of fans are saying, Leah McSweeney is trying so hard when it comes to making sure she is not on the wrong side of Ebony K. Williams. Everything that, Ebony is saying on the show, she's expressing, this is my life's work. I don't mean to come off too preachy, too teachy, whatever you guys want to say it. I filmed this show in a time where these topics were really hard conversations to have, and I'm here to have them. Whether it's in regards to the election, that was an interesting time for all of us, or the Black Lives Matter movement, the protest. Her point is, these are conversations that a lot of people aren't comfortable with, but I am coming on and I'm talking about whatever I want. This is my life, and I will talk about it. Now, she has been bashed by a lot of the fans, and it kind of surprises me, but they're saying that she's completely changing the whole way the show is shot. They're saying that she is making this the center storyline of the show, and really people just want to see a bunch of older women run around drunk, act silly, and have this different level of wealth that we're not used to. I don't necessarily agree with that either. I think Ebony came on and she made it known within, the first couple episodes that I wanted to start off like this and just let you know that we come from different places. This is how I feel. This is how I'm going to express myself moving forward. And now that we've done that, I'll take a step back from what you think is being too preachy, and I will start kind of just having some girl time. Let's talk about the boys. Let's talk about whatever you want. I just needed to get that off my chest. Now, getting back to Leah McSweeney, there was a conversation that Andy had with Michael Rapaport, again, on Watch What Happens Live. I don't want to put words out there, but this is what was said. According to Andy, what's surprising him the most about season 13 of this franchise is that so many fans were so excited about Leah's first season and how quick they are to flip on her. Mind you, we just had a smear campaign against Kelly Dodd on Real Housewives of Orange County season 15. Look where that got her. Fans were boycotting the show, saying we will not watch the show as long as Kelly Dodd is affiliated. Now Kelly Dodd is no longer affiliated, so it just goes to show you the network is hearing the fans. Whatever they're saying, whatever they're calling for, they're taking it into consideration. Andy Cohen said this: people are really on her this season, and they're saying I haven't. People online, okay, spit it out, Andy. We love you. Spit it out. At least are turning on her in a way that I haven't seen from one season to the next. Now, Michael Rappaport kind of suggested that Leah wasn't ever really built to be a housewife, that she simply, this is not her role. And we've said this, it takes a special personality to be a housewife. It doesn't make it a bad thing. If you lose your position on the show, you need someone who's eccentric, who's wild, who's out there, who has opinions, and they can own up to when they're wrong, but while also offering conflict and resolution, and usually a substantial amount of wealth. That's kind of what the show was built on. But when Michael Rappaport suggested that she's simply not built to be a housewife, it seemed like Andy Cohen kind of agreed. Now, of course, Leah is not going to let all of this chitter chatter go on without her responding in some sort of way. So that's exactly what she did. She went on Instagram. She posted a photo of herself. She has kind of like a slight smirk, and she addressed the fans saying this: I see all of you Bravo fan accounts that were bashing Bravo at one point for not having a more diverse RHONY cast, but now mad that race is being discussed. Hard conversations are being had, and none of us are doing it perfectly. That's all of us, all caps, that's all of us, but we are doing it. Now, again, getting back to Leah, I'm just curious, and one of the biggest questions I have to ask you guys is, do you think by the fans turning on her this season that it will be her second and last season? Do you think they'll phase her out? Because mind you, when she came onto this season, she didn't immediately take the pay that they offered her. She was in negotiations while they started filming, and then finally they got her on the hook and they brought her onto the show. Now fans are like, what is she offering to the show? Why did you cut Dorinda? And we need some of our favorites back. We're calling for Bethenny, Frankel, Dorinda, Medley, some people to be fired, and even questioning Ramona's spot on the show. Now that she's been around for 13 seasons, is it time for a break? So many questions to which I need so many answers. Guys, do you think that Leah McSweeney has a future on the show? Or do you think she'll be cut just like Kelly Dodd was? Now, mind you, also, Leah did not say anything outlandish or ridiculous. She doesn't really stick her foot in her mouth in order to be kicked off the show or be boycotted. But it does kind of make sense when fans, when people, anyone who is questioning, what exactly are you bringing to the table right now? I can see where that's coming from. And Bershawn Shaw sort of agreed when she was on our live. There's a lot to unpack here. What do you guys think about everything? I've asked you the questions. Go ahead, give me the answers. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching Up and Adam.